Hi there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with match number 2 with the M10 draft. Won the first match, we'll go on to the second match here. This is a die roll, we win again. And this is a very, very, very risky hand. Got the Academy Raider, though, that can eventually find us, the swamp. Hopefully we can draw into that third land, though. So no, I'm not going to mulligan this. And we can lead off here with just a mountain and pass the turn back to our friend Almar here. Hi, Almar. Nice to meet you, Almar. My name is VCR Avalanche, aka Roguedeckbuilder. Alright, another black deck. Chattel Knight, that would have been great to actually draw a black for, because the shortcutter comes out with nothing to really shortcut. But at least he'll get in here for 2. 2-1s are so good in this format. Oh, we miss our land drop. That is sad. Sad face. So we had about a 75% chance to hit a land. Well, not that high. Probably 66. I don't know the exact odds, but that's why I did keep the hand, because in 2 draws we did have the odds to actually hit that land. Statistically speaking, that was the right play, I do believe. But next turn, if we hit a land, we have a Molten Birth. We have Academy Raider. We have a George... Oh, my God. No! Oh, can't be the target. Oh. You're joking, right? You know I'm a red-black deck? Why would you do this? Alright, it's going to be a nuisance. It's going to be a 2-point swing every turn for me to deal with the Fiend Slayer Paladin. He doesn't have pro-red, though, so I can chump him with... Eventually, I can hopefully chump something into him. A first striker. Oh, look at that. We got that. So we can actually put out our own lifelinker. Or we can go ahead and put a Dragonade block, or we can start to set up our hand here. I think the best thing to do is definitely going to be... Could put out our wannabe Blood Artist. Maybe just a Dragon's Egg, and that turn that way we can block his Fiend Slayer Paladin and have an evasive 2/2 flyer. A Fiend Slayer Paladin. So I go up against someone, and I'm the red-black deck, and he plays a Fiend Slayer Paladin his first drop. If there isn't a bigger FU than that, I don't know what it is. Alright. Pretty good drop, though. Pretty good card in and of itself, even if it doesn't have the kind of pseudo-pro-red ability. Alright, so don't put out something else that's just crazy now. If he attacks in here... I get to block it with the Dragon Egg, and I'll gladly make that trade. He'll gain 2 life, go back up to 20. But at this point, now I have an evasive 2/2 flyer. And hopefully I can start overwhelming him. That's an okay card. I don't think he wants to make the trade with either one of my cards. Got the Young Pyromancer. I think Young Pyromancer can actually come out this turn. Or maybe it's Academy Raider. I'm going to go ahead and throw this Academy Raider because I need to start setting up my hand. And I will attack him with both. If he wants to make this trade, then I'll definitely do it. So the 2-point life swing is going to be hurting, and he's actually getting it for 5 next turn. But I'm going to be able to start getting rid of unnecessary stuff. At this point, Chattel Knight might have to go here. I do want to hit into 5 so I can actually destroy that Charging Griffin. It's not the biggest threat, as I can just leave back a Dragon to chump it. But we are way far behind in this game just because of the Fiend Slayer Paladin. And maybe that would have been a good reason of putting out the Child of Night. As we do need to swing the life back our way as well. Okay, that card's a little bit problematic. And that card's not that problematic. Alright, so I'm going to attack in here with the Academy Raider. That way we can discard a card and draw a card. And at this point, actually, this Tenacious Dead is going to be the weakest link. And there we go. We get the other land. I'd like another... source, but what we can do here is the Young Pyromancer and the Child of Night. Or we could actually leave back the Dragon to pump up and kill the Charging Griffin as my Child of Night's actually not that great. Yeah, I think that is the right move. No, I can take another 3 damage. I think the right move is actually to progress my board state. So we'll go ahead and do that. And again, we can actually... Too bad I don't have like a Dynacharge in this deck. Something that gives all my creatures a Battlecry-like ability. Because, man, I'm going to start overwhelming him. So 3 cards left in his hand. They've got to be all good, though. Because he's got a pretty... This is a great deck this guy's been able to assemble. I told you white was going to be pretty good. I'm hoping a Sarah Angel doesn't get dropped here. But I do eventually have an answer for it. And at this point, I'll gladly throw the Shortcutter under the bus of the Child of Night. And I don't know. I might even triple block the Fiendslayer Paladin with the Child of Night. No, I won't do that. Molten Birth is going to be able to add 3 dudes next turn. And it depends on how many times I can actually get this back. So he's going to go for an aggressive little attack here. I'm going to go ahead and block here and take 5. I'm thinking Ring Flesh is going to kill my dragon. No, nothing. Okay. So we got the Molten Birth, if nothing else. You can chump block all day long now. And that's actually a very, very interesting card. You know what? We probably actually need to do that, because that's going to life swing me. Ooh. 3 mana, 6 mana untap, though. I'm going to attack him with Academy Raider. No, I'm not. Academy Raider is not going to be drawing me a card here. I don't want to get rid of any of these. They're all really, really good. I mean, I could get... No, Lightning Talons. I want my Lightning Talons actually to come down. I could throw it on my Child of Night. I could actually throw it on my Dragon. But I'm thinking I'm going to throw some chump blockers out. I think that this is actually the better play here, because it gives me 3 tokens. And let's see if we win the flip here. Yes, we'd like to choose heads, and we win the flip. Cool, so we get it back. So at this point, do I need another Molten? Do I need a Lightning Talons? Do I need a Gnawing Zombie? Do I need a Lethargy of Blood? I mean, I could just overwhelm him here with the Molten Births. So my question is, do I attack? Of course I attack him with my Academy Raider. The question is, do I discard a card to try to progress it? And I don't at this point. I love all these cards. Love them all. Uh-oh, this is scary when you're tapping 5 mana. Okay. That changes things, as now I'm on a fast clock. Okay, now I'm on a really fast clock. I do believe the right thing here. I could chump everything and kill the Fiendslayer Paladin. I gotta find it. No, okay, I need to do a swing back with the Child of Night. So I'm just gonna. Oh, good. He doesn't even decide to do that. So he takes my flyer. Ooh, this is getting scary. I'm on a 1-turn clock. See what we can draw into. Oh, another one. At this point, I do need to loot. And I'm thinking, actually, the Gnawing Zombie is going to be the better thing to just get rid of. So, best thing I can do is throw a Lightning Talons on my Child of Night. I'm hoping he doesn't have a Celestial Flare in his hand. And this is where Pro Black is so much better than can't be a target of black spells. I guess the good thing about this is you can hook up like a Dark Favor on him. So for limited, that might be... No, limited, this Pro Red, Pro Black could just be game here. I wouldn't be able to do anything. I could actually get rid of excess Lethargy of Blood here. But I think the Gnawing Zombie... Alright, so he's going to make the trade. And yes, I'd like to use this. Maybe the Lethargy of Blood here is actually the right play. I can't cast it. The Molten Birth, Gnawing Zombie. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of it. Oh, okay. Act of Treason. That actually will be good. Act of Treason will do. One more mana will do it. Because I need to get the Gnawing Zombie out, though. But I'm still on a fast clock. I get rid of this 3/3, I'm good. I have 2 ways to get rid of it. And that guy's, I can chump block forever. So not a big deal. Altar's Reap. I could almost... What we're going to do is we're going to loot again. And I'm thinking the Molten Birth actually has... Oh, I can't do that. Lethargy of Blood again is the right thing? No, I have to find a swamp. I have to. We have enough, though, to... If I throw out this Gnawing Zombie... No, so I have to attack in with this dude. The Academy Raider. And Lethargy of Blood's going to get discarded again. I mean, it's a bad move, but I can't cast it. I can cast everything else. Oh, no. So I think at this point, I just have to try to get some lands. And there they are. So we're okay now. We're all right. Everyone's good. Life is good. He's down to 2 cards. Hopefully he's going to start drawing into lands. I have to throw something in front of the Siege Mastodon. Let's hope he doesn't have like a Corrupt in his hand because I'm just dead to a Corrupt. And he's got a lot of vanilla creatures, so I'm actually liking this. I'm thinking I've got a pretty good matchup. So I'm going to take his guy here, his Charging Griffin. At this point, I can get rid of a mountain, I think. I think that's fine to get rid of a mountain. So I'll attack in with the Academy Raider and the Charging Griffin. And I can still block this 3, and I'll take 3 next turn. Now I'm wishing those Lethargy of Bloods would have been able to stick in my hand, but maybe I should have Altar's Reap before to give me some information, but I'll discard a mountain to draw a swamp. That's, of course, fine. I'm progressing the board state now. And I could always just Altar's Reap again and sack his dude, but I think I need a life at this point. So we're back in this game. We do have a Chandra's Fury to deal with this Griffin Sentinel. But at this point, I think you grab the... At this point, I think you actually kill this Siege Mastodon, or maybe what else? Diabolical Tutor. It's, of course, a good one. So I'm going to have to get some lucky with these Molten Births at this point. And I don't really have any finishers in my deck. That does give me some fodder. Let's go ahead and Molten Birth here. And hopefully we win this coin flip again. You lost the flip. Okay, so it's gone. Attack with the Raider. And that's actually not a bad one to cast. We're going to do it. I'm getting really, really low on life. I have no way to gain life besides the gnawing zombie. He's got most of my bomb cards taken care of. These vanillas are actually going to get him there, most likely. I can put him on I can do 4 damage to him per turn. Or I could just plain trade with a Siege Macedon. He could kill 2 of my dudes. I could trade with a Pilfered Ox as well, but I can block this all day long. But he got a tutor. He got the best card out of his hand. Maybe he went and got a Quag Sickness. And maybe at this point we do make the trade. No, I've got to just block. And maybe I do make the trade with the Cursed Spirit. He can only kill 1 of them. And Seraph of the Sword. That was the card that he got. So we'll attack with the Raider. I'm liking my chances versus this deck, though. I got hung up on land. It would have been a totally different story with those Liturgies if I would have been able to discard lands instead. Now the Shortcutter gives me a blocker. We got an Altar's Reap here. And we actually got to kill this Academy Raider because I need a blocker up for that. And at this point... Yep, that is game. I can't block enough stuff. Alright, so we can go on to the next match. I'm still liking my chances versus his deck. Nothing is too scary. Duress is going to come in. Is it going to come in? Yeah, he's got a lot of answers. I don't know if I saw enough, though. Mind Rot actually seems really good in this matchup as well, because he's so late. And Singer Vampire might have to come in. It seems like it deals with everything. I'm going to bring the Singer Vampire in. I'm going to... Or I could just go for an all-out, just, like, blitz him. I'm going to bring a Shortcutter out for a Sanger Vampire. I think that's the only change I'm going to make. Actually, I like the Shortcutter a lot, so maybe... No, I'm fine with... Yeah, Sanger Vampire is just too good in this matchup. I'm going to take a Shortcutter out, I think. I think that's right. Will the Shock really do anything in his deck? Yes, it does. It gets rid of the Goblin. But I'm trying to decide if a Goblin Diplomats is better than a Shortcutter, or even this Lightning Talents, as he has so many ways to actually deal with it. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of the Lightning Talents, and we're going to go like this. I just don't want to get 2 for 1. He has a lot of removal. I'm thinking Doomblade, Celestial Flares, things like that. So we'd like to play first. This is a keepable hand. This is a mulligan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. I'm going to keep it, and hopefully we don't draw in any more lands. A 5-lander, 2 stuff that doesn't really... It's got the Act of Treason, though, which is so good in my deck. It's removal. It's a great card. Shortcutter's fine. Again, we just end up being a 2-1. Hopefully he doesn't have that Fiend Slayer right in his hand again. We got the Shock for that. That's perfect. Got a Child Knight of our own. Too bad they didn't come out the turn before. And why did I do that? I could have waited for him to, actually, because we want to get in for 2, but I could have waited till he enchanted it with something. Now I'm actually wishing I would have the Lightning Talons. But we can cast everything. We can cast our Sanger Vampire. We got a good draw out of that. Got his Shadow Knight out. And he's stuck on lands. Perfect. Young Pyromancer's great. So he's down to 14. I would think he would have used his Quack Sickness by now. Got the Act of Treason. Will actually take something. So if he puts out something big like the Seraph this turn, we might just be able to overwhelm him. I might just take that this turn to get in for an extra 6 damage. I hate to take it right now because we have no way to sack it, but I do think that is the right play. That's something bad. It's kind of bad to take this right now, though. But if we draw into any shortcutters from here on out, we can do a lot of damage. And from here on out, too, I think I'll keep my swamps in my hand. Oh, wow! Kevin. Ah, no, if I lose by 2 damage, I'm going to be very upset. Which is most likely, because that'll be like the difference between a Enchanter Outrage and not. Yikes. Yikes. I think at this point I do just start blitzing him still. And attacking with well, I can draw into a Lethargy of Bloods here. Barrage Expendables is fine. Now we can actually attack in with everything and sack whatever doesn't get through, because 2 will get through. He'll go to 4. So I do believe we do this. And I do believe we attack in with everything. And now this Pilfered Ox, yeah, that was a bad move. Or do I attack in with the Young Pyromancer? Well, he's at 8. He's at 8. We're fine. We don't need to attack with anything. He can attack us. Wish I had an Act of Treason, of course. I misplayed this game big time. Oh, that's going to be very deadly. So I'm on... What are these up with these people playing this? I think this is such a bad card, and now 2 decks in a row playing this. But at least we can sack... Ah, these lands, I can't complain because I've only drawn 2. But he's going to Rod of Ruin the Young Pyromancer. That's going to be very bad for me. He'll spend his turn, though. I could always kill that off. I don't think I'm worried about it, though. Alright, okay, I deserve this because I kept that hand. And now the Rod of Ruin is just going to start picking off my dudes. So I completely punted this game, I'll be the first to admit. I think I take out the Caspian Knight, too. Ugh. Let's do this right. I should be up 2 damage. So I didn't attack with the Pilfered Ox and I took it. I should have taken a Pilfered Ox. Should have waited for a bigger threat, maybe. And then I could have sacked. I didn't know I'd draw into the Barrage, though. He's got 4 cards in it. I can draw into a Sanger Vampire, which is great. So he's down to basically a 5 at this point. Can't die to vanillas, can I? And so any subsequent creature that I cast, oh, that can just die, though. I don't have to worry about him gaining more life. Man, there's a lot of Child Knights if I got 2 and he got 2. I can take 2 here just fine. I'm at 24. So if I draw a Shortcutter, Cursed Spirit's actually very good here. Very, very good. This could just be the finisher. And, okay, Kevin is... I'm retarded, because look how I tap my mana. Now I can't sack 2 creatures. So I'm doing everything possible to punt this game. I'll just try to calm down. It is kind of hard to commentate and play at the same time. You try to go quick so you don't have to do a ton of editing. Because if you look at the time difference, look at that, 17 or 7 minutes. I know I should have this late, though. But if he doesn't throw another black guy down, I'm good. Ring Flesh is going to go on my Cursed Spirit. Oh, okay, this is ridiculous. Now I'm going to have to get this guy back. So hopefully I draw into another creature so I can get rid of this Banisher Priest. All right, so now it's time for you to draw into some lands, dude. I've been taking 5 here. A Goblin Shortcutter would be awesome because I can cast it, do 2 damage, or do a damage. Ugh, but now at a redundant barrage. That's no good. Now I don't even know a way to get rid of that Banisher Priest. Again, a Sanger Vampire, though, is pretty good and can still win this, so I don't need to freak out quite yet. And even a Molten, if I win like a coin flip with the Molten, that's 4 dudes. But I'm on a pretty fast clock here. I'm taking 7 per turn. I'm taking a lot here. So I'm down to 3. Wow, that hurt bad. Chandra's Outrage would almost be game here. Sad. Do 4 damage, get my dude back. Do 2 damage to him. But I've got a block next turn. Yeah, he'd be down to a 2, and it'd be close. But this way I can live for a turn. As I block the Macedon. No, I'm just dead to a Rod of Ruin. So, yeah, I punted this game. Big time punt. Wow, he's going to let me give a turn? Unless he's got a Lethargy of Blood. He could just kill me here. I mean, I'd love to top deck into something. If I top decked... Yeah, is he going to realize what he can do here? Yeah, okay, so you get smart here. And he sees it. He sees that he can kill me. So unfortunately this didn't work out as planned. See what my next card would have been. So I would have had him down to a 1. He had a Corrupt anyway. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. I drew into way too many lands here. There's my Molten Birth. Altar's Reap. So I really, the Act of Treason I was very greedy of me. First of all, and then I didn't attack with it. And then I made some other play mistakes. So definitely some, yeah, some very punts. So I should at least go on to another game here. But it's fine. You live and you learn. It was a bad game on my part. Makes you a better player by, playing bad so you can actually focus on the real matches. Anyway, that doesn't make any sense, does it? I'm just a bad player, I'll admit it. Alright, anyway, Kevin from Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.